I'm going to prove to you why show business is just so fucking, how insanely lucky I am, especially with the job I have. There's a kid I just want something for a product called CarMax. A face you've probably seen a million times. I think he was on Mad TV after me. He was also in the group Live on Tape. When I was doing Live on Tape, he briefly did a sketch with us. I think he did two. It was almost like getting a guest guy to do a sketch. A talented guy. And he's a skinny, red-haired looking kid, very, very white kid. But, is dying to be black. That kind of liberal. With glasses, reading glasses. I think his name is Andy something. Damn, what do you keep checking? You have to put a wall up in between you. Because every time you look at this thing, I get so distracted. Dan, there's a big board that we bought for, what is it, 14 grand, 13 grand, 11 grand? I don't know, what is that thing? What is it? It's a
soundboard.
It's like something you house a nuclear bomb in. It really is. It's a soundboard. Now, what do we need it for?
We need it for the microphones. We need it for everything. We need it for the audio.
When you go to well, that doesn't count because you forgot. You erased that tape. You never recorded that tape of me and Michael Strahan. Okay, assume we go do an interview like that. Assume you never forget assume you remember to tape it. Press record. Why we didn't need the soundboard for that? It sounds great. Why don't we just have that thing?
Because you want to play, you want to play audio here. We want to take a phone call.
Oh, we don't take phone calls though.
But you want to take a phone call tonight.
This is what arguing with Dan is like. Dan, that thing's here every night.
Right.
That thing.
Right.
Why do we need it?
Well, for the multiple microphones for the audio.
Okay. But we don't have it when we go out and record. So, like the day, I'll give you an example. The day we went with. Who's the fat black kid who used to be on the show?
Chris
Cotton.
Chris Cotton.
And before he found Jesus, remember? And he was, I don't know, before Jesus. And we were at the Trump Club, remember?
Right. Yes, the golf club.
When blacks were allowed there. Now, we didn't have that thing.
Right.
Right. So it sounded great. Why don't we just have that thing?
Because we only, for tonight, we can't because...
Okay, here we go. Let me just... This is what argument Dan is like. Forget tonight. Okay. We've done 370 shows.
Right.
Why do we need that thing?
If it's just the two of us, we don't.
Okay. So in other words, why do we have that? Okay, here's the second part of the question. You every time you look at that thing, I get so distracted I can't do the show. And you're never going to not look at it, no matter how many times I tell you, because you're a damaged person, as am I. Your damage is way less effective, way less serious in life. Mine is a very serious damage. But you will never not stop looking at that every 3 seconds because it's you. So why don't we just get rid of it for this? Why don't we just use that thing we used at the...
Because you want to play audio tonight and we're going to take a phone call.
I'll forget about it.
I promise I won't look another time.
You'll look every time.
I won't. I guarantee you I will not look.
Okay. All right. See, now I'm obsessed with whether you're going to look or
not. Okay, well.
She's swimming in this. We're watching 600 Pound Life. This woman is swimming.
Oh, God.
What hotel is that out? If I was I would go, there's a 600-pound woman swimming in the hotel pool. So, evidently, a meteorite hit the Earth, and some of the debris fell in the pool. There's debris. Someone hit the planet Stupider. The planet Stupider exploded. Oh. And some of the debris from the meteor explosion has fallen in the pool at the Marriott in Houston.
Oh, man.
The episode of 600 Pound Life with Nicole Lewis is extraordinary. It's Emmy. Why is anyone else invited to the Emmys? Why is anyone else invited to the Emmy Awards? Look at this room.
Those camera people, I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel bad for them. I feel bad for these people. I feel bad for whatever's under her ass. She's married to a guy who has a look on his face. He looks like there was a nuclear Armageddon, and you just told him. He always has that look on his face. He has a look like say you walked up to any average intelligent a human being of any average intelligence, and you said, you know what happened last night? What? There was a nuclear war, and all of outside has been burnt. All of outside's been burnt down, and nothing looks like. As a matter of fact, everything you know, from gas stations to hotels to other human beings, are on fire. And 4 seconds after that, whatever a person's face would look like, he's like that all. That's what he looks like all the time. There's the afro coming in on that kid.
I told you.
Look at the afro. I told you. That was no fucking. She had a mysterious kid. At some point, she was 600 pounds and white, and that also means you're telling. If you tell someone you're a 600-pound white girl from Ohio, you're also telling them you have a black boyfriend. That's another way of saying I'm dating a black guy. So let's go the scumbag to English dictionary. Hi, who are you? I am. My name's Nicole. Yeah, where are you from? We're talking on the phone now. Marion, Ohio. Oh, really? You're from Marion, Ohio? Okay. Now, what? You're white? Yeah, I'm white. Nicole. Now, are you 600 pounds? Yes, I'm 600 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and mark boyfriend black. Right. I'm going to go with boyfriend unemployed. Yes. I'm going to go with you unemployed. That's right. I'm going to go with parents. Both parents are suicides. Right. Both your parents are suicides. Right. And I'll put down your boyfriend's parents unknown. Right. Okay. All right. Now, you just told when you told your boyfriend that you were pregnant when? Last week? And I'm going to say you haven't seen him for 5 days. Right, okay. You told your boyfriend you were pregnant 7 days ago. And the last time you saw your boyfriend was when? 6 days ago. His brother Lenny pulled up in a Continental. And he told me he was going to buy mashed potatoes. All right. So she just said we're assuming that she has this mystery kid in the beginning. She shit out a kid or something, like one of those situations, like the beginning of the meaning of life. Monty Python. So she lost 11 pounds.
Oh God!
She's been in Houston under the doctor's care for 4 years. So she had a mysterious kid, and the kid's name is Jaden. Then she has another kid a year later, who's very clearly white, red hair. Then they show the two kids playing together. Oh my God! If you saw these two kids playing together, you would dig up Jimmy the Greek and apologize to him. The kid is the kid Jaden, by the way. Jaden is the kid's name. Jaden. I guess Daddy helped name it before. Jaden is the kid's name, and the Jaden. It looks like Jordan against Bobby Havlicek. The husband is taking a level of lithium. I'm trying to think how strong it must be. Oh, God. He's always got his mouth open, and he looks like you just told him there was a nuclear Armageddon outside. He's always got his mouth open. You know the joke I do about Eli Manning? That's this guy, if that wasn't exaggerated. He's always trying to get his hand in his shorts. He's wiping down his hoses. He's got a hose, right? And he's washing down his wife's ass. In the beginning of this, he's washing down his wife's 600-pound ass with a hose. He's wearing a shirt that says, and I quote, "Exercise." I thought you said extra fries. Yeah. I'm going to repeat that. He's hosing down, literally hosing down. His wife's holding 18 Cadburys. Hosing down his wife. That's got to be Insane Clown Posse. That symbol, she's got a tattoo of it. What is that symbol? Google that, Dan. See this? I'm going to show you the symbol. Okay. There's a like crazy leprechaun with a top hat on. That also looks like a clown makeup, and it's going, and it's running sideways. And if you look close, it's the swastika. That's what it makes. And I think it's Insane Clown Posse, or it's outright just skinheads or something. What are you doing? Are you showing it to me?
Is that it?
Let me see. Yeah, that. What is that? Insane Clown Posse. Yeah.
You're right.
I'll tell you why I was right. Because those two guys used to come into the Stern Show all the time. Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J. Shaggy 2 Dope is the real deal. Shaggy 2 Dope, when he came in, the two main guys in Insane Clown Posse, Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J. Violent J put on a couple. Wait a minute. That guy might be Violent J. He looks exactly like him. Violent J got heavy set. Wow, what's the name of the drink, Dan? Just put. There's a drink that they always drink. It's like what white trash people drink, like orange soda, Fanta, or Shasta, or something. And they always have it at their rallies.
Spasmot. Let's see, what does it say?
Something like that. Go ahead.
Jugaloo?
No, Jugaloo is the name of their people who should follow them.
Oh, hold on. There's
which sounds like Jigaboo.
Fago Soda Pop?
Fago, yeah.
Faygo.
Yeah, Fago, yeah. That's like a white trash Shasta.
And what they do, Shasta was the bottom.
What they do is, okay, they were getting sued because this happened. They had they have a big rally, like their own Woodstock for Insane Clown Posse fans, right. And there's 50,000 fans in the whole world. They all just come, to each town. They just follow from downtown. And they have a big rally. And at some point, they don't tell the crowd they're going to do this. At some point, they just put a Fago, like a big 20-liter Fago, in a big slingshot, and they shoot them into the crowd. All right? They don't say they're going to do this. So a guy and his girlfriend, I think it was his girlfriend, was sitting there, and the woman got hit with one of them at like 80 miles an hour with a large 20-liter soda. Like she was unconscious and stuff, and then the guy is upset because she was in a coma or something and is suing him over that. So he just wants he goes, look, I'm a fan, I just want medical expenses. And Howard brought that up to him, and Shaggy 2 Dope went, fag. Shaggy 2 Dope. Their symbol is that crazy fucking leprechaun looking thing. She has a tattoo of it on her shoulder. Oh, God. She's got the Insane Clown Posse tattoo. That guy looks like he's been hit with a lot of Fagos. Her husband has been hit with 42 20-liter Fagos. Maybe they're the ones in the lawsuit. How do you not hit her? How do you not hit her with a Fago? More like Fago. Thank you, Shaggy 2 Dope. So that's what they kept saying. Okay, there's homophobia and there's homophobia. All right. In the Italian community, it's bad. In the black community, it's bad. In the Italian black community, it's really bad. In the Italian black wigger, I think I'm black. I also have a rap group community. It's running rampant. Okay. Scott, Richard and Sal, to certain guests would come in and get naked and try to go over and make out with them. All right, Shaggy 2 Dope looked at them. They came in naked and said, "Dude, get out of the room." That's why I don't do it in naked guys' rooms. And Sal went to go towards him and said, "I'm gonna fucking kill him, Howard, if he comes." And Howard, I looked at Howard and said, "Don't let Sal go near him." Like he was gonna kill him. Look at how the kids are sleeping. Every once in a while, they cut to her in a hotel room, and the kids are sleeping in a way children should not be sleeping. Look at them. Look at the angle. Look at this poor girl.
Oh, my.
And the mother has no teeth, and she is enormous. I can't even describe it. So that's it. They're Insane Clown Posse people. But here's the thing. If you look closely at the profile of the crazy hat, look at me then. At the crazy top hat thing, and the way it's running with the arms, it's a swastika.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you look at it really close. I had the benefit of Shaggy 2 Dope explaining it. But Violent J is fucking built exactly like this guy. That's how Violent J is. He's kind of chubby. I'm sorry, Violent J. I like Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope are the best. They're from the Detroit area. And at the last time we saw Shaggy 2 Dope at Stern, he was under indictment because he punched a woman in the face who was at a payphone.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, he punched her. And so everybody, first of all, everybody judges Shaggy 2 Dope for that. Okay? But Shaggy 2 Dope told us the background. And oh my God, you'd punch this woman in the face. Using her kids as pimp-like objects. That's hookers. Oh, God. And she deserved a punch in the face. So Shaggy 2 Dope went up and did what a man would do. and he would have killed Sal. Anything homophobic, anything homophobic, get out of my face. And he's open about it. And he's a white guy. I don't know if he's a white guy. And we kept asking, Howard and me kept asking one day, are you a white guy? And I think he was a white guy who was really, I don't know, it was a compliment to him that we thought he was black. Like he was doing the black thing that well. Like, yo, get out. You really think I'm a brother? Yeah, man. Are you black or white? Like, we know Violent J's white. And Violent J, all right, whatever, okay, cool. Shaggy, too, though, are you a black guy? I don't know, man. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe you are. Yo, dude, that's fucking cool, man. He loved it. And then they kept saying how much they hate this, they hate that. They punched a woman in the face. And then Howard said, great job. And it was always the best interview. The best interview in St. Cloud. ICP all the way. I almost got that tattoo, then I realized the swastika thing would hurt me in show business. Howard yells, let's go to commercial. We go to commercial. After all that crap, Violent J gets up. See, the reason I don't know what they look like, you don't know this. They're called clown posse because they're in clown makeup. Their face is covered. In clown makeup.
Okay.
And they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But it's getting down to that. You put Chicago in. I'm sorry. So they do a great version of 25 or 64. So see, there it is. It's all over the place, man. It's all over the place.
Yes, it's all over the car.
Yeah. They're juggalos. That's what these people are. They're juggalos. Now it makes sense. These people are actually well behaved for juggalos. See, but they're raising a gigolo. I'm not kidding. That's a thing. Like an African American fan of ICP is a gigolo, which also means great with women. Look at this guy. Look at his face. Look at this guy's face. Wait, right? Get off her. Oh my God! Look how chunky the nurse got. Look, see what he's wearing. Look how he's wearing his hat. He's always dressed like he's going to one of those events. He's a gigolo. Well, he's a juggalo. They're both juggalos. Look at him. His mouth is wide open. What happened here? She lost how much? She lost 6 pounds.
Oh, man.
That's bad. See, she keeps going to juggalo events. The food there is great. The food at the juggalo event is so good. This guy cooks up his famous brisket.
When this woman was making the meatloaf, I almost vomited.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it.
They hate this doctor, too, by the way. They hate this doctor because he's not white. Wait, what's he saying? I got to see what he says to them now.
I want you to try again and work harder, and you lost 600
Work harder.
pounds. So what's going on?
I didn't have a refrigerator or microwave, so we couldn't eat healthy. And my family would be eating.
I don't want any more excuses. You're still responsible for your choices and what you eat.
To be quite honest, I'm not having very much emotional support at home, and it's just made me
What a dick.
upset at this point. I just feel lost inside.
Nicole,
Look at
that
the-
doesn't
he never
mean This is a serious problem. I'm very concerned about Nicole.
The face,
She missed her last appointment.
I don't feel like I'm getting through to your husband.
Even worse. And on top of all that, she just has a bit of a delusional perspective.
Hey, doctor, can I have $10?
She's used to manipulating everybody around her to the point that she even...
That's not. He keeps asking the doctor for money. That's not how this works. Oh yeah, could I have $10? That's not how this works. And listen, last night I told you I can't treat you anymore. And last night I get a call from Shaggy Tudo, and he say he's going to kill my family if I stop looking at you. Oh yeah, man. Listen, I can't control what Shag does. Shag? Yes, Shag. Yeah, you know him then. No, I never met him. But you call him Shag. Yeah, I'm a fan. Well, it sounds like you know him, because I would never assume he wanted to be called Shag. I could say Shag, Mr. Tutop. Did Violent J call you? Violent J? Yeah, he usually calls if, there's trouble. So you know Violent J? No, I never met him. You do? You did met? Prove it. Prove it in a court of law. Can I have $10? Here's $20. Could you do me a favor and call him Mr. Two Dope and tell him that I gave you $20? Yeah, okay. Can I get $10 for her? Yes, absolutely. Why don't we cut to the chase? What do you need? How much never to call me again? Oh, hang on a second. Let me talk to her. How about $1,000? I'll cut you a check for $2,500. If I ever hear from you again, I'll have to go to the authorities. Oh, yeah, about that word authorities. Shag is going to... Here's $5,000. Yeah, Shaggy too, though, man. I wouldn't fuck with that guy. When you don't even know if a guy's black.
Oh, God.
Because he had the clown makeup on. And I don't know about I don't know how the court case with the Fago woman is going. A woman didn't know they were a woman didn't know they were launching missiles filled with orange soda into a crowd. And she got hit in the face with one of them. And her husband, she went into a coma for a while. All her husband wanted was just to do some hospital bills. And Shaggy Two Dope's reaction to that was fag. That's tough. That's street. That's Detroit tough. That's Lou Whitaker to trammel over the first tough. Whitaker to trammel the first. 2 down. Oh, what a play by Willie Montagnez. Shaggy Two Dope here. It's Insane Clown Posse night here at Tiger City. Everyone 14 years and under will receive a Fago. How about Murphy? It's Jugalo night here. That's right. A Jewish fan of ICP is Jugalo. A African American fan of ICP is Gigolo. And a regular normal fan is Juggalo. Are you normal and regular? That's the question you have to ask. And of course, we're giving out exercise. I thought you meant extra fries. A Violent J bumper sticker written by Violent J with the help of Shaggy Two Dope. So after this long Violent J Shaggy Two Dope interview, Howard says commercial. The first thing Violent J does in the commercial, gets up, walks over to me, gives me a fist bump and says, "Dude, your book saved my life."
Wow.
How about that? For everybody. Apparently he was high. He had it in his breast pocket and a bullet hit it. There's a Woody Allen one. He goes, one day, a sheriff in my hometown, as a life lesson and a good luck charm, gave me a bullet. A big silver bullet for a .32 snub nose gun. I put the bullet in my breast pocket and walked out the door. I kept the bullet in my breast pocket every day. One day on my way to work, a berserk evangelist threw a Bible, a King James Gideon Bible, off a 4-story townhome. The Bible hit me right in the chest. Would have killed me if it weren't for the bullet. That's an example of Woody Allen. Again, Larry King brought Jackie Gleason to see that exact bit. He went, berserk evangelist. Larry King claims that he went to see Woody Allen down at the bitter end. A club still there that I performed at a month ago for Violent J. Okerson. And I go and I
Violent J.
Yeah, so he claims that Jackie Gleason, Woody Allen was the biggest thing at the time, so all older comics would get were bitter. Like it's like older comics hate Aziz Ansari. Like everybody's always bitter. Nobody ever hated me because I was never the hot comic. So
you are now.
Not really. No, I'm not. I'm just a fat guy. So I lost my train of thought.
Jackie Gleason, Woody Allen.
Right. So Larry King claims. Larry King, by the way, is such a bullshit artist. Larry King claims that his best friend is Sandy Koufax. I think Sandy Koufax when Sandy Koufax was born. Larry King, I think, was 48. So Larry King claims he went to see Woody Allen, and Woody Allen did that exact bit that he had a set routine. It never really changed. He told there's a classic story about a moose in Woody Allen's old stand-up years that he tells, and a lot of them were bits. So it was a combination of one-liners, like I had stuff like I had a classic example of oral contraception happen to me. I asked her to go to bed with me, and she said no, like stuff like that. But so it was one-liners like that, but it was also these crazy stories that he would make up, and one was involved the moose, the other one is what I just said. So he claimed that Jackie Gleason, with every story, was so comedically like a comedic genius that he just knew the end to every story, and he knew how every story was going to progress. Yeah, the kid's good, but I can tell where he's going with it. And Larry King at a table with all the young assholes at the time going, oh, really, wow, like young hipsters, no kidding. So every year we go like, yeah, he's going to get a Bible from an evangelist. Yeah, the evangelist's going to throw a Bible off. It should be a 4-story thing. Yeah, it's going to land on his chest, and the bullet's going to save his life. Yeah, sheriff gives him a bullet. Sheriff, he'll say like a good luck charm or something. That'll be the premise of something. He'll put the bullet in his chest. It's not going to happen that day. It's going to be a few days into it because it's more believable and helps the comedy. So Larry King was impressed by this. Supposedly, someone told Jackie Gleason that in an interview, and Jackie Gleason said, "I saw the show the day before." He goes, I can never figure that fucking out.
The great one.
I can never figure that out. Okay. I mean, again, there's nothing funnier than this show. Like, there's an old joke about what makes a comedian laugh and what makes a regular person laugh. And a regular person laughs if you dress up a young man like an old lady and you kick him down the stairs. A comedian laughs if you kick an actual old lady down the stairs. And that's what this is. It's hard for me to laugh at a sitcom. Apparently, unless me and Pete Holmes are because I know they're trying to make me laugh. You know, like the bit Kimmel has with Matt Damon. They hate each other. I got to let one restraint. Whoever laughs at that, I can't even relate to you. There's just no order of restraint. And I don't mind that in certain areas sometimes, but when it's really pushed like in most sitcoms, I'll never laugh at it because I know John Stamos and Bob Saget, they're not living with this kid. They're not living with these kids. They're not. They're just not. And they're not also living with a guy who could do a great Popeye impression. They're not. They're not all living in a house in San Francisco. It's just not happening. This is happening. This 600-pound, like, these aren't actors. They're not collecting a fucking huge check at the end of the week. They're not like Kramer and, they're not collecting a check and going to the Laugh Factory and Young Nigger. They're doing it at home. The funniest thing he ever did was yell out the N-word. So this doctor's really disgusted with them. But these guys are juggalos. Did he understand? Does this guy know these guys are juggalos? Imagine being raised by a juggalo. I was raised by a juggalo. Yep. I wish I was. But I wasn't. Yeah. I hope Shaggy 2 Dope's all right. Yeah, he might be the joint, but Violent J was real. Violent J, if you Google it, we'll take a... Well, first of all, I want to do this. First of all, this guy really looks... And he's on lithium. I said this before. I was on lithium. I look exactly like this guy. And Ozzy Osbourne, the look Ozzy Osbourne has... he's got his hands in front of him, Shell. Yeah. He always looks like he's gonna walk in a wet paint, right? Yes. And a picture of being poor like that. Oh, a picture never leaving the village where it's from. I'm Ozzy's sister. Ozzy Osbourne's sister all look like Ozzy Osbourne. I remember Tony Iommi. He was walking to the local plant. He bit off his finger. So you bet off your finger. He said, where's Ozzy? I said, Ozzy's in penitentiary. He said, he's out penitentiary. He tried stealing something. He got stealing something at the local store. I said, Ozzy's going to be nothing. He ain't going to, I said, John, and we called him John. I said, John ain't going to be nothing. He's going to be nothing but a factory worker. Going to be in a factory. His father worked there 2 years ago. She got a bit of a watch. I gave him a watch. I said, here's your watch. I said, my father was never late day work. Get up. My father was never late for a day work. Listen to the fact. He went out to plant. He used to make stuff. We didn't even know what he made. You don't know what he made. It was some sort of metal. So like he said, I think it was a metal sort of like a paperweight or something. He used to manufacture paperweights, but wasn't a lot of paper in the town. Nobody had any money. It was no paper. So the paperweights had to be exported. We exported them out to like where they needed paperweights with a lot of paper out London town. And also he met Tony Ione and Geisa Butler. He met Geisa Butler. Geisa Butler was a bit of a bassist or something. And he said he's free bass. And I said, no, he plays the bass. He's like a Jack Bruce kind. I said, so I said, Geisa. I said, Geisa Butler. Geisa Butler, myself and Tony Ione. We said, we thought it's like a real evil name. And we said, we need a big fat drummer. And our drummer's big and fat, and I got the long hair. He's a big fat guy. Geisa Butler's doing fine. He looks a bit like, people who grew up in Arizona. He's got the blonde hair. But he still talks like Geisa Butler. So we put out the album. We said, where's the Black Sabbath? We put out the album War Pigs. War Pigs. People gather black masses. Within 100 pieces coming. The first time I ever saw the video for War Pigs by Black Sabbath, I think I was 8 years old. My buddy's older brother knew what scared us. I kept clawing at the back door of a Jersey Shore home. The screen door was slamming because I kept clawing. It was the scariest fucking thing I ever saw in my life. People gather, people Geisa Butler. My mother looks like a pepper. In the night while you are sleeping, in your head we will be drilling. Satan's message to the masses. We'll kill your parents in their asses. We'll kill your father in his work van. We'll kill your mother when she tries to get a tan. Ozzy Osbourne will yield a knife and cut the heart out of your life. 666 number of the beast. And it kills Jesus Christ on you. And people who follow Christ will be disemboweled all night. That means pulling shit out of your tiny colon. Your ass cheeks will be swollen. And we will kill anyone who isn't white. We'll kill them day and night. Oh, we're having so much fun. We need to get another $2,000 out to Stuttering John. Simon will do as Simon says. And get $2,000 to John Melendez. John's one of the best comedy writers he's ever seen. And for some reason, he can't get any work in Hollywood. All right. Yeah, just check those things. You will find you are getting your fill when you say to Steve Grillo, just come here every night. He goes, that's great, and then you can't get him around. He's a lazy white trash bastard. Are we ready?
I'm surprised they didn't give us a...
You're no kidding. Are we on the air?
Yes.
Dan was just on an anti-Semitic rant.
Yeah.
MCPs, how you do? Motherfuckers, bastards. I had the honor, the pleasure of talking to Dan's sister on the phone in L.A. And what a doll. You could just, this niceness is oozing out of her.
She's great.
And, she really is. What a sweetheart. And she was so nice. And she was talking about the show. And She has the Chicago accent that's like only nice people can have this accent. I don't like the show Casino now because it says it's having mean people with that accent. You jagoff. But Dan's sister said, I'm with Dad and we're trying to get the show. And trying to get HBO. And I'm like, I'm on the show. How embarrassing. The first time I'm talking to this woman, I think Dan is so embarrassed by me. I really do. I think he's just like, I don't want these people. I'm not doing as well as I used to, Dad. Remember that guy, Dal? Yeah, he was all over the show there. All over the radio program. Yeah, when we had the 52 laundromats.
Oh, God.
You hit that? I hit that money for you.
Yeah.
Real nice. You got the favorite big boy jeans that you like. You and the Florida boys. There's a $2 million gift card for hard cock ice cream.
Oh, Cock Robin.
Cock Robin. I know the Florida boys love cock. Robin. Dad's got the Cock Robin things. Yeah, and I felt so embarrassed because here's this lovely woman trying to, support me because, it's so sweet because Dan clearly said, hey, look, my buddy's in the show and he's the guy who's paying the bills now. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute.
My dad got HBO for that. Just
He
to watch
did?
the show, yeah.
So passive aggressive. All right, I'll give you the money for it.
Oh, no.
So passive aggressive.
My mom doesn't like...
Yeah, with the other stuff.
She wants no...
The dirty stuff?
yeah, she...
I don't want any blacks. I was over your Aunt Madge's, and I saw the Cubby game. I said, put it on. Turns out it was a pornographic film. It was about Cub fans who have erect penises.
Oh.
And they are enormous. I said, I think Leon Durham's on the on-deck circle with the fungo. It wasn't the fungo. It was the Blackadder on deck.
Oh, God.
I said, oh, my God, look at the schveen on the schvug. I called the authorities. I said, I got a Cabrini Green problem here. I got a Kawini problem. It's a Kawini Greenie. Look at the size of the cock on Father Saperstein. Look at the size of the penis on Rabbi Saperstein. I read in one of the articles that I read in the paper about some of the blacks who actually get all naked for their jobs. Completely lakudi. Just like little Danny when he had to swim in the 8th grade. And there was that one lovely colored boy, Stan, who knew his place. He came over here and he knew what to do. He got right in the back. Right in the back. I didn't have to say awkward things to him. He said, as a matter of fact, I said, we're out of food. And of course, we had more food. But I wanted to lure him into his own enclosure. I wanted him to go over to the west side. And I said, well, Stan, once again, for the 15th straight time, we ran out of food. And Stan said, that's no problem, Mrs. Mazzafalato.
Oh, God.
I said, that's nice of you. That's nice of you. Now, did you finish all the work outside? Yes, I did. Did you teach little Danny how to do the email?
Email?
No, the blackmail.
Oh, God.
Did you teach Danny how to do the blackmail? What do you mean? Like, well, it's more protection. Yeah. Good. Bye. Are you waiting for some sort of payment? You won't find your 40 acres or your mule here, son. That's hearsay. That's a bunch of bullcrap. In the Filato house, we teach, do not hate the blacks, but do not give them money. Who thought of as Clark Gable says in the classic scene, my favorite scene in Gone with the Wind, you don't plan on making it in life with no money and a slow-minded darky.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind looks right at Scarlett's face and goes, you don't think you're going to make it across Atlanta in wartime and a crookedy wagon and a slow-minded darky?
Oh, God.
That's the line. Even more depressing, I think he improvised it. It's the Bob Golub of the generation. Clark Gable. Bob Golub, of course, being the guy in Goodfellas who, in the script, it said, "You got a phone? Got a phone? Can you believe these two guys just stole my fucking truck?" That's in the script. Golub, for the first take, took some liberties. Here's the first take. Hey, you got a phone? Look, come here. Can you believe this? Two fucking niggers just stole my truck. Scorsese goes, cut. Golub, listen, you're a comic. It's great. You're trying to be, but you're acting. I just do it in the script. He goes, no, but wouldn't this guy say that? Think about it, Marty. Marty being Martin Scorsese. Think about it, Marty. And Golub claims, wait a minute, he's right. Wait, get the call the guys over. Pesci, Bob, Ray. Ray, you look sweaty. You all right? Why is Mark Grace always here?
Oh God.
Who's that with Mark Grace? Is that one of the Florida boys? So, that's Dan Patrick. I love Dan. Whoa! Did he just hit? Anyway. Why is my girlfriend crying? Lorraine Bracco wants Dan Patrick wants to meet you from the Sports Center. Yeah, Lorraine. You just go on his trailer for a second. Come on out. Yes, whoa, Lorraine, why are you crying? What? Lorraine, some lipstick is cut across your. You put some lipstick on your forehead and on your eye. That's not lipstick. Jesus Christ. The Whiff. Lorraine went to sign an autograph and she got The Whiff. Yeah, so Bob Golub improvised two niggas. It was two guys. Two niggas. So Scorsese goes back and goes, yeah, he'd say that without question. And according to Golub, he loved it. Loved it. And wanted his advice on more films. So Kundun became Cancun. That's so fucking great. What was the one he did with Winona Ryder and Daniel Day-Lewis, 1993-ish? Like a period piece, you know what I'm talking about? Like they were from the 1800s.
Oh,
what's that one Scorsese did?
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap? No. Oh, crap, Calcutta.
I can't think of it.
City of something.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, maybe. Well, wait. I want to see if we had a competition for the most disgusting noise. I think I could win. Doesn't it sound like something Boschetti does every day? Doesn't it sound like Boschetti getting up every day? Hey, Michael, it's your mother. Are you up? Wow, you okay? Wow, Mike. Get it all out. What do you want? Raviolis, Ma. Ma, I just sneezed up a ravioli.
You know he scares the little dog with that.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine the dog? What kind of angle does a dog have? Mike, you ate the dog again. Hey, Dad, Daddy's working with a guy who's on the show sometimes. Italian kid. Enormous cranium. And there's times where he eats stuff that he's not supposed to eat, like a lavalier microphone. And Daddy wanted you to know that one time he ate the dryer. I could use that if he passes it again. Let me know. Hey, did you pass the dryer yet? Listen, Daddy, what about this? How many times, if you lived there, would people accidentally eat his sizzle reel? I'm trying to pass Mike's sizzle reel again. Since Mike completed his sizzle reel about 7 years ago, his family always eats it by mistake. Guys, I got an audition tomorrow. Ma, I got an audition tomorrow. And Cousin Tony ate my sizzle reel again. Well, it's... no, I said I told you, don't eat it, Sizzler. It's not my Sizzler reel. Hey, can I get some Sizzler reel? At the real Sizzler. That's his Twitter handle. At the real Sizzler. No, it's real with REEO. Oh, I'm sorry. And it's not real Sizzler. It's Sizzle Reel. What does that even mean? You know, like when you have a reel and stuff on your about your motion picture work. Your motion picture work. Artie, good news. I ate my sizzle reel. It's not bad with a little ketchup. What a boob. What happened with Mike when we kept hanging up on him? I feel terrible.
I know.
I feel terrible.
We got to call him.
No, that's right. That's right. So we were talking gibberish. There's another show where we're talking gibberish, but real problems going on down at the border.
Yes.
Trump is attempting to get the wall built, and he just sent the crew down there. He said, fuck it, these are not union guys for now. But Trump worked out an initial deal with the unions. And they just, Trump said, fuck it, go old school with it. Just get on some horses and start building the wall. So they started building the wall, but they encountered some trouble with some migrant workers who are there planning stuff like pomegranate. And some African Americans are getting some work down there. And the Trump crew ran into these African Americans who were just working. And they were union workers, and they were even singing, having a good time, and the Trump people are in trouble now. Elizabeth Warren saw this tape, and she's crying racism. Here we go. Listen to this. Exclusively from the Artie Quitter podcast.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? I had you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
Sorry, Mr. Taylor. I guess we kind of got caught up.
Listen, dummy. The surveyors say they may run into some quicksand up ahead. Better check it out.
Okay, I'll send down a team of horses to check out the ground.
Horses? Why, we can't afford to lose no horses, you dummy. Send over a couple of niggas.
Okay, Mr. Taylor. You and you.
Sir, he specifically requested 2 niggers. Well, to tell a family secret, my grandmother was Dutch.
Get on that hand car and take it down at the end of that line.
Just trying to help you out.
Get!
I knew your grandma was Dutch.
Oh, the
Real
Camptown
problem.
ladies sing this song. Garden, garden. Camptown ladies that 5 miles long. Oh, do my day. Going to run all night. Going to run all day. I'll waste my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay.
What? Am I wrong? Or is the world rising?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I hate it.
Real trouble, Dan.
Hey, Charlie, let me ask you something. What is it that's not exactly water, and it ain't exactly earth? Quicksand!
Wow, trouble. They better help him.
Oh, shit. Quicksand. Ah, dang, now we are in trouble.
In trouble.
That's Jared Kushner.
Get your rope out. Get over there, quick. Dang, that was lucky. Doggone near lost a $400 hand car.
Listen to the flies.
Yeah, we can take it right off to just a little bit to the left of that hill over yonder. And
We're going to die, Bud. They're going to leave us here to die.
Take it easy, Charlie. My foot's on the rail.
Oh, good thing his foot's on the rail. That's Dr. Ben Carson.
then maybe down that canyon, I think it's pretty level.
That's Herman Cain.
Hey, swing back to the right because of that hill there. That looks like the way we'll have to go. Yep. Yeah, we'll put it right down to over that ridge. Come on. Well, boys, the break's over. Don't just lay there getting the suntan. Ain't gonna do you no good no how. Here, take that shovel and put her to some good use. Come on, Al. Get on, man.
That's racial. I think that was racial.
What?
Don't do it.
Baby.
Bob, don't do
I
it.
have to.
I have to.
Send a wire to the main office and tell them that I said, ow.
Main office. Tell them I said,
Ow. Gotcha.
Okay, now listen. We just identified the voices. The 2 guys who accidentally ran into the quicksand, that's Herman Cain and Dr. Ben Carson. Ben Carson is the one who puts good use to the shovel. Of course, the guy who initially says they're jumping around like Kansas City faggots, which they were, is Jared Kushner. And the guy he's yelling at, his direct underling, is, of course, Jeff Sessions. Now, listen. Some of you may think Trump's people are being a little harsh, but that's what happens when you have to get a wall made. You have to get the wall made, and clearly at the end, Kushner says to Kane and Carson, "Join us, put the shovel to good use." In other words, first of all, $400, a great deal on a handcar, right? So Trump is already passing the savings on to you. I think he negotiated those handcars himself, and the two Dutch, this is how you recruit people, and this is how then whites and blacks work together as one. Now, but you can hear that they're just lollygagging in the beginning, and they need some guidance. They need somewhere to go. So let's just play. Just listen to initially when Jared Kushner runs in. You hear some guns, which is not great. I'm not advocating gunplay, but Kushner's got to get their attention. So you just hear a bunch of lollygagging, and then Kushner comes in and he knows what to do. And he did see some quicksand from the surveyors. Let's hear some of this. Again, the first voice we will hear, Jared Kushner.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here? I had you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
Sorry, Mr. Taylor. I guess we kind of got caught up.
That's Jeff Sessions.
The surveyors say they may run into some quicksand up ahead.
Kushner.
Better check it out.
Okay, I'll send down a team of horses to check out the ground.
Horses?
Kushner.
Why, we can't afford to lose no horses, you dummy. Send over a couple of niggas.
Kushner.
Okay, Mr. Taylor.
Sessions.
You and you.
Here comes Carson.
Sir,
Dr.
he has specifically requested 2 niggers.
Carson.
Well, to tell a family secret, my grandmother was Dutch.
Carson.
Get on that handcar and take it down at the end of that
Sessions.
line.
Just trying to help you out.
Get.
Sessions.
I do your
Herman Cain.
grandmother's Dutch.
Stop it. Get Herman Cain. Now listen, there's some quicksand up ahead there. Now I made some pizza. Now I told Mr. Kushner I made some pizza for everybody here. Now who needs some pizza? I'm sitting here getting some track lane with this doctor nigga. I ain't a nigga that took the heads to get this Herman Cain. I'm a nigga that said I got some pizzerias for you. I told her that Sessions, you and you. Senator Sessions. Senator Sessions, this is one of the surveyors. Senator Sessions. Senator Sessions, I'm one of the surveyors. Yeah. There's some quicksand up ahead. Better send a couple of niggas. This is Senator Sessions. Senator Herman Cain's family is a Dutch. And Dr. Carson's family is a Dutch. So, yeah. Don't touch them, too. Then, yeah. And don't lose that $400 handcar. That comes right from Nancy Pelosi. Al Franken says he'll send over his friend Pete Tagliani. Okay, by the way, dude. I'm going to get out my Google right now. No one's talking about this. I want to ask a serious, simple question. One simple question no one seems to be asking. If they are, Dan, and you caught this, and I don't see it, I apologize. Simple. Was Al Franken, during the applause break for the woman who lost her husband in a Navy SEAL operation, during that record 2-minute applause break that even Bernie Sanders got off his ass with a miserable look on his face and threw in a couple of claps. Every single person, not just in that hall, in America was standing and clapping. Was Al Franken sleeping? He was certainly sitting down. They cut to a cut of Al Franken. He looked like he was putting on a comedic I'm asleep face. Almost like trying to be funny with asleep.
Wow, I didn't even see that.
Okay, that's why we have one question. Because if he was, that's one of the most hateable things I've ever seen in my life. Also very funny. Al Franken, by the way, a very funny guy. He looked like he was sleeping. But like putting on a comedic, like, okay, real okay. I mean, Jesus, that's balls. You see, here's the thing, a guy like Al Franken will never get across in his very, very thick cranium head. He thinks Trump's a boob. Okay? He thinks and knows that he's smarter than Donald Trump, and Trump's an idiot. but more importantly, not as much of an idiot as his constituency. See, Franken thinks not. He has respect for Trump, I'm sure, intellectually on some level, but he thinks he's smarter than Trump, absolutely. But he thinks Trump supporters are morons.
Yes.
Okay? Because I'll tell you why. Al Franken thinks his supporters are morons. Al Franken thinks everybody's a moron who doesn't have the name Al Franken. You're a moron if you're not me, Al Franken. He used to do a very funny bit in the early Saturday Night Lives, the Saturday Night Lives from 75 to 80, the first 5 years when he was a writer with Tom Davis, who was dead. Franken and Davis, they were a very big team, a writing team, and a lot of Jew writers tried to emulate that team. They were very funny, and they would do stuff on Weekend Update every once in a while. You could see Franken's unbelievable, ambitious, like, I want to break away from Tom Davis.
Yes.
And he started doing more and more solo stuff. And he did this bit where he sets it up by going, I read that the reason Chevy Chase made a big deal, and the reason I became a star is because they said my name every week. This is Chevy Chase. I'm Chevy Chase. These other guys were in character. So I became the most arrogant Chevy Chase. So I skyrocketed to fame, of course, because people liked me and they said my name every week. I'm Chevy Chase. I wasn't a character. I was me. So Franken starts off by saying that and goofing on Chevy's pomposity. And then he goes, so I'm going to try to, get in on some of that Chevy money. And if you don't mind, I'll still be funny, but at the end, I'll just say my name. Okay. The monologue I have prepared tonight is I'm a little mad that me, Al Franken, does not get a limo after the show. Now, everybody gets a limo in the cast after the show. And some of the writers, like me, Al Franken, are upset about that. They're upset that we're not getting the same treatment after the show as far as getting limousines as the cast members. Just the cast members get the limousines to the after party, which I'm invited to, and that would be me, Al Franken. When Lauren writes out the invitation, I'm sure an assistant does it, actually. When the assistant does, she writes it to me, Al Franken. And there's always a +1. And sometimes for +1, I'll take a woman. I'll take my wife. I'll take a girlfriend. I'll take Tom Davis. Sometimes I'll just go alone with me, Al Franken. Now, look, I didn't care about the cast getting limos, but Garrett? Anyway. So that's what he does. And I think he should do that character as a senator all the time. I really do. If you give some sort of, like, when he's talking at one of those insanely annoying fucking sessions where they approve people. Trump has a cabinet with nothing in it. What cabinet positions are not approved yet? Because the chick, the secretary of education, they're real mad because it went to a tiebreaker, Pence. That's never happened.
Right.
Pence went real quick. He went, okay, it's a tiebreaker. I say yes, and the appointment is stole that one. And that's why, of course, they are vicious. What is that broad? She looks so nice and dainty. Like, she must have positions that make these people so mad.
Yeah.
They're ninjas firebombing her car. And they're influenced by me. Al Franken.
She's very...
What is she for? What are the biggest stances they have?
Charter school. She's very for charter schools.
What does that mean?
Schools... Yes, private
like
schools.
School on a boat?
Right.
Welcome back, Charter. Welcome back, Charter. Welcome back. You don't want to learn with the blacks. Welcome back. Your classroom will be all white. Oh, yeah, you can't learn anything with blacks around. Puerto Ricans and other minorities abound. You can't take it. You can't take it. When they make it all blacks and not enough whites. Oh, yeah, it's time to come back to a private school and some. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? Yeah, where to take it? Yeah, where to take it? Well, we need you a lot because there's so many Puerto Ricans in this spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. No more blacks. 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 Welcome back. Welcome back, Charter. Right off the top of my head. Not bad. See, the problem with my type of comedy, that's great, but I can't make it any better if you give me a year. That's amazing. Welcome back, Charter. I love it. Yeah, so she wants, what she's saying is, no, I don't want regular people near my kids.
Yes.
No, here's what she's saying. She's saying this is the absolute ideal situation for America. It's the best example of it. You come here, what that Constitution says is the phrase pursuit of happiness. To some people, and these people are assholes. Some people, happiness is a school with no black people. That spells happiness to a certain amount of assholes. So what America says, if you come here and work hard enough and make enough money, you could build a school. Where it's just you and your asshole kid and other asshole kids. I want my kid to go to school with other asshole kids. I want my kid to learn about biology without someone going, hey, did you see the new movie with Run DMC in it? What you're saying is I made enough money where I want to build a school where my kid learns something about the Pythagorean theorem without 2 feet behind him someone yelling out, Dre dropped an album tonight. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's happiness to them. Maybe they want their kid to come home with the lunch money you gave them. Not in their pocket. But guess where it is? It's in the pocket of the people who sold them lunch. Not if the kid who yelled out Dr. Dre dropped an album. If you send a kid to school with $200 Air Jordans, you want him to come back home with $200 Air Jordans. You don't want to be driving your kid home and notice he's crying for some reason. Look at his feet and notice his feet are covered in snow and sleet. And to the left, there's a really big kid from the basketball team walking in with brand new sneakers. Again, I'm making jokes. Okay, that's what she wants. So that's crying of racism, right? She says, if you make enough money, and she's saying it to black people, too. Believe me, I can't say this for a fact. Chris Rock, when I see him sometimes, Chris Rock is, again, I've said this, Chris Rock, best comedian ever lived. And I've said this before. I said it on Twitter. I said, I'm gonna make an executive decision with this 50 bullshit. Chris Rock is the best comic of all time. And I don't give it to Pryor or Carlin because simply, I think Rock, and now Carlin has the longevity too, but I think on a more consistent level, Rock has stayed funny and relevant. Just gave his wife $70 million. Come on, you got to give him a spot. And real good guy. But every time I see Chris, I was like, what are you doing? He has to leave the Comedy Cellar. What are you doing? Oh, I'm taking my kids to Juilliard tomorrow. Chris grew up in Bed-Stuy, man. He's a genius. Geniuses can grow up in Bed-Stuy just like grow up in Beverly Hills. He happens to be a comedic genius who grew up in Bed-Stuy. Here's the thing. Every color, every creed has scumbags. Every color, every creed has geniuses. I'm a scumbag from my creed, whatever it is. No, I got out. Chris got out. You know? Sometimes you look around and go, okay, what's Springsteen say? Town for losers. I'm pulling out here for what? And, you know, Rock is one of those guys who clearly he likes telling people that his kids have violin lessons tomorrow. And I ain't talking about Charlie Daniels. We're talking about Bach, not Block. And he loves that. So if you ask him, or Bunch of Truth Serum, if he's for the Charter, yeah. Welcome Back Charter doesn't have Boom Boom Washington. It has George Washington. I'm afraid of Boom Boom Washington. I mean, first of all, because the stereotypes on Welcome Back Charter, now that we're on that. Could they be any worse? Okay, we're Italian, right? Vinnie Barbarino? Whoa. Why? Where? Oh, what? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then for the blacks, I'm fitted boom boom dynamite. Oh, J.J. Walker was dynamite. I mean, come on. Of course we're mad. Of course we're mad. And then the Jews have who? Gay boy Horshack.
Horshack.
Mr. Carter. Mrs. Charter. Can I get a Charter, Mrs. Carter? What? I don't know. Send it. And then, of course, you have someone who gives President Trump a note saying he can't make it to Congress today, and it's signed Epstein's mother. Epstein, because they couldn't hire another cast member, they had to cover Spanish and Jewish. They made it one kid, Epstein Perez. Signed Epstein's mother. And then the guy, the Roger Rabbit voice guy, Charles Fleischer, was Carvelli. Your mother Carvelli. Remember Carvelli? In the
Yes, yeah.
He always wanted to fight Vinnie Barbarino.
Yes.
And he thought Barbarino was an idiot. He can't make a voice. That's Charles Fleischer. That's the voice of Roger Rabbit.
Oh, well,
When I went to LA in 1995, I passed by Laugh Factory. Every day, the same people were up on the board. Tonight, Dom Herrera, Nick DiPaolo, and Charles Fleischer. I'm sure there were a couple times in the green room where Nick went, "You gonna do the rabbit voice?" Hey Fleischer. Hey Fleischer. You gonna do the Jew rabbit voice? Okay, this was my thing I wanted to talk about. Google the name of the guy who's the governor of Colorado.
Is it Higginlooper?
Yeah, is that a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it is. It's Hickenlooper. It is. Don't look it up.
Okay.
Don't look. It is Hickenlooper. It's like Tom Hickenlooper.
Right.
Okay. How great is it that the governor of Colorado has the greatest name to say when you're high? Yo, Hickenlooper. Yo, Governor Hickenlooper. That's great. What a coincidence. How about de Blasio? De Blasio is a dull idiot, and he's got duh and blah in his name. I love that. It's like Borghetti has ass and burger in his name. De Blasio, you could make the argument that de Blasio is a boring moron, and he has duh and blah. Hey, Mayor de Blasio. Your mother de Blasio. I'll end with this today because it's just gibberish. Let's call that kid. Want to call that kid?
Sure.
Let's wake him up.
Okay.
There's some kid who is a fan, and why are we calling him?
It's his birthday.
Is it Faraz from Jersey?
No. This guy we called in the direct TV show all the time.
Yeah.
Tyson from Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mike Tyson?
Yeah. All right, let me call him.
Yo, Artie, it's Tyson from Las Vegas.
Tyson?
Yeah.
You.
Artie.
Hold on for 1 second. Artie's getting his microphone.
All right.
He's not excited.
Bless you.
It's 1:45 a.m. Artie, fat bastard.
We cannot call it buffet.
What's it? 4:40. What is it? 5 a.m. Where you are right now?
Do you have a calculator?
Do you ever let Dan sleep? Buddy? What?
Do you have a calculator? Tyson, are you actually bitching that your fucking hero is calling? Jesus Christ! What other comedians? Are like? I guarantee they're never calling you.
I have a few comedians that call me at all hours of the night.
Are you a dealer?
Nobody. That was before when I lived in
I
Short
was
Hill,
going
New
to
Jersey.
say, are you from
In '96.
You're from Short Hills?
I lived there in 1996 for 2 years, buddy.
Because you were a dealer?
No, I wasn't a dealer.
I was going to say, you might live in shut this whole little down a little bit. Oh, fuck, man. That's popping. That's popping a lot.
No,
You sound like Hansy.
I sound like Hannah. Well, I'm Canadian.
No, but you're sniffling. You're fat. Are you fat?
Yeah, but I'm about 260 pounds.
Yeah, let's go fat.
Well, it's not
Unless you're
quite as fat as
9'1".
Well, no, I'm 5'11".
Okay, this guy. Well, you're fat. This guy, but a PH. This guy, by the way. How did you get in touch with him, Dan? How did he come back into our lives?
Oh, he called the day you gave out your home number.
Oh, he called you. Okay, I'm glad. Tyson, do you claim he's... Tyson, shut up. Let me talk. Jesus. I'm interviewing you. Who else is interviewing you?
Go ahead.
Okay. Listen, pretend Barbara Walters interviewing like her gardener or something. So you were a guy who called into DirecTV a lot? Is that what you're claiming?
Yeah, buddy. I used to talk to you and Nick all the time.
Oh, Nick. And then what happened? When Nick was not there, did you call the Artie Lang show?
No, yeah, I called you a couple times, but I didn't. I got you one time with just you, but it was mostly when it was you and Nick.
Oh,
probably
okay.
like 10 different times. Blue Jays fan from Canada, but I live in Las Vegas.
All right, so, but I'm going to say a sentence to you I've never said to anybody else. Is it possible Nick liked you better than I liked you?
No, Artie, you sent me a book, buddy.
I said, of course I did. And what do? I call you a little late. And you go, come on, man. What are you doing tomorrow? What job are you not going to tomorrow?
Okay, buddy, you know what? It's funny you say that.
Right.
I've been from job to job. I'm married. I got 3 kids. I've been from job to job to job. Always been in sales.
Yeah.
But I actually want to be a stand-up comic, buddy.
All right. Good. We'll take care.
I'm not. What?
Good luck. We'll see you. I'm kidding. Well, how old are you now, Tice?
Today is 40. I just turned 40 March 1st.
Oh wow! So let me ask you something. When you were 14, how did you see 40 being?
Buddy, you know it's great.
Did you think the biggest thing in your life would be a D-list comic calling you?
I think at 20 years old, I said to my brother in the kitchen every decade, I said, when I'm 30, I'm going to be financially independent. When I'm 40, I'm going to be. But no, where I am right now is just going from job to job, 3 kids.
Right.
But
it's called
I got
millennial.
I got a lot of funny ideas, buddy. I got a lot of material.
Right.
I have, and I'd love to.
If you have a lot of material, it sounds like you should sew a shirt. Because that ain't gonna happen with a little material. Now wait a minute. So you have 3 kids now. Who's misraising them? Who's ruining their lives?
Exactly. My wife and I have been married for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
My kids are 9, 8, and 5.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure the immigration department gets us. How old are they? 9, 8, and 5. Can you see the border from there?
Yeah. Well, buddy, I'm in your favorite town that you never come to. Come on. I mean, why do you never come here? I don't get it.
There's no way.
Come to Vegas.
Well, do you see a direct correlation when you move there and me not going? Wait a minute. Vegas, that Tyson and the 3 kids? Yeah.
Buddy, I came to see you back at the Hard Rock when you went with Howard Stern. I was there. I followed you, buddy, way back.
Wow. I mean, so what do I owe you for that?
So, no, honestly, nobody, you're without question my favorite comedian of all time.
Well, you're a good man. I'm glad I was able to call you. I'll call you on your 60th birthday.
No, Artie.
What are the chances me and you are both alive when you turn 60? That would be, what's today's date, Dan? March 2nd?
Yes.
That would be March 2nd, 2037.
Artie, let's be honest, buddy. There's no shot.
No shot. I would be 70 and you'd be 60.
Are you 50 right now?
I'm 49. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 October 11th. Yeah.
You are a fat fuck, are you? Oh shit!
Boy, this is all I dreamt it would be.
Wow.
I actually said to Dan, we were done with the podcast. We were laughing really hard. Everything was fine. Then I said, wait, do we have to call, what's his name? And Dan said, Dan right on top of it, oh yeah, we have to call Tyson. Is this Tyson Beckford?
No, Dan texted me and said, listen, I already told you to go to bed.
I did. I got in one of my pissy moods because Dan won't laugh at me.
And I tell my wife, I go, listen, Artie's going to be calling me later. She goes, where does he do this radio show from? I go, from his apartment. He goes,
yeah.
Well, what is that? He doesn't have any money.
Yeah. Well, let me. So if she thinks that of me, what are the conversations about you with a friend?
Exactly.
Does she ever say to her friends ever say, "What is Tyson doing right now?" You guys don't have any money. Tell your wife I made $2.5 million last year. What the fuck's her problem?
Yeah, let me tell you, you should call my dad.
See, I love how women are. See, listen to this pissy wife is. Listen, that's why I hate them. That's why I'm not married. You don't have any money. What are you doing on your couch for? Listen to the whining. Shut up. Shut up. You're married to Tyson from Vegas. And I ain't talking about Mike.
Yeah, what was her dream?
How dare she? You know what? Get out of there, Tyson. I'll pay for you to leave. I'll pay for you and your 3 kids. Get out of there. Pick one of the kids you hate and leave it there. And then just come with the other 2 kids. No, wait. As a matter of fact, pick one kid that you like and just bring him. As a matter of fact, just send the kid.
She actually loves you too, my kids.
Well, it didn't sound like that in that conversation. No, I'm not talking about her specifically, Tyson. I like it. Don't worry about it. You're a fan. I love you. You support me, so I love you. But I'm talking about you set me off now. All women in general. All of them. They look at me in disgust. My asshole friends from my hometown married these women. You would think they were fucking Princess Diana. What does that look for, sweetie? He's gross. We shouldn't hang out with him. Yeah, don't hang out with me, whore, until you need tickets to something. Until you need tickets to Dave Matthews. Guess what? You're 40 pounds over his fucking limit, sweetie. Don't look at me. What is Artie doing? Does he think he's successful? No. He doesn't make more money than us. Yeah, he does. He does. He made about $3 million more than you. Okay, Artie, you look out with disgust, could buy your father and make him blow you while he's gardening my fucking tomatoes. I'll get you tickets for Dave Matthews. That's what I'll do. You no fucking taste in music having cunt. What are you going to do with Dave Matthews? You going to talk about me when you're there? Well, we got the tickets from Artie. That was one nice thing he did. Wait a minute. Well, he did buy us a car. No, he didn't, and I didn't like the smell in the car at all. So I took it back and spent another $15,000. And then this asshole Fran, who used to be our bookie. Okay, I'm sorry. Tyson, what are you doing? Tyson, it's your we're not erasing that. Don't even ask me. Tyson, what is your life like? It's your birthday.
So I'm talking to my buddy yesterday in Canada, in Vancouver.
Boy, that starts like a boring story.
No, listen, I'm talking about getting a resume together, right? And I'm telling you, imagine.
Stop it. But Tyson, I just need 10 minutes to laugh. I want videotape of Tyson putting a resume together. I want. What's the first thing you do?
So I'm telling them, so we're talking about resumes and how bullshit resumes are. We're talking about, imagine if you put together a real resume and what it would say.
Well, what would it say?
Okay, so Tyson White. So starts off in sales at about 15 years old, selling chocolate bars door to door.
Chocolate bars?
So for Cub Scouts, right? And then doesn't do shit for a while, drops out of school when he's 16, gets his GED, then goes in sales in the window coverings business when he comes to Las Vegas in 1996. Works there for a little while.
Right, good.
After about 5 years off and on. And just the utter nonsense and bullshit.
Wait a minute. Wait, Tice. You hear that? That's a volcano. That's Mount Boredom erupting. Whoa!
Oh my God.
It's violent. Tyson's giving his resume.
Oh, shit.
Mount Boredom is erupting. Oh, wait. Okay, Dan, that's... My God, the people are filled with lava. People were sleeping, and now they're covered in dust.
Honestly, though,
is that a bit, though, Tyson? Are you trying to do a bit? Be honest with me. I'm your buddy. Are you trying to be a comic?
I was kind of trying to. I have a lot of...
Right, like your resume compared to a successful person's resume. I did the same thing. No, it's good. It's self-deprecating. That's a good premise.
Here's the thing. I put down a lot of stuff, and I listened to you talk about how every comedian bombs, like when I first start off. But let me ask you, is it possible to get up there, do you think, and actually be funny right away the first time and not bomb?
Are you going to do that resume bit? Because then I would say it's possible for every time to bomb. I'll be honest with you, buddy. It is very, very rare that happens. That someone gets up there and is just funny. No, I mean, I'm being honest with you. But why would you want it? You think that's going to be you?
No, Artie, I think that, well, here's what I'm imagining.
Have you tried stand-up yet?
No, here's the thing.
You're 40.
It doesn't matter how old you are, does it? I mean...
Yes, it does.
Really?
They like young people. Look at Rolling Stone just had the 50 best comics. No one's under 60. They like young people. But, I mean, you seem young.
Well, yeah, I'm...
When I heard you gurgle up blood when I called you, I said, this seems like a young kid.
Well, I got sleep apnea, buddy. Come on. So I'm sure you have it too.
Well, nothing spells young like sleep apnea. Nothing spells network hip. Nothing gets all the guys at HBO who run the youth division fucking gets their blood going for a comic who's 40 with sleep apnea. Listen, let me tell you something, Tyson. You're not going to be the guy who's funny the first time. I'm sorry. Do you have that mask on? Do you have that mask on right now?
No, I do have the CPAP machine next to me, but I can't stand it, buddy.
Do you have diabetes?
No, I don't actually. I don't.
But you might have it.
No, I went and got tested 2 weeks ago. Got my results back.
That's good.
A little bit high cholesterol. That's it.
Right. That's great. But you have
Lucky,
sleep apnea, though. How'd that happen?
Yeah, dude, it's horrendous. Are you telling me you don't have sleep apnea?
I do, but I just ignore it.
Right, exactly.
Right, I don't want to get the machine. The first time I heard about it was I was on the road with Mike Pachetti. I was 25 years old. He was probably like 28. We were in Staten. No, we were in at Lehigh University in Pennsylvania. We did a college gig. We were both getting paid $150. Okay. The stink of his shit woke me up. Like you know how in the Flintstones, Gina Lola Bridget is cooking, wakes up Fred, and it's like Fred's sleeping, but the nose, direct opposite. Like this disgusting smell woke me up. Like you could see the finger making my nose go. I wake up, and I don't know where I am at first. At first, I thought I went to college. I was successful. Maybe I was waking up next to my hot wife. And I had to get to my job at the stock market. No, I was at a Courtyard by Marriott on like some Route 18 or something in Lehigh, and I realized I'm in a room with Mike Pachetti, and we had just did, we got paid at least. We did a show that kind of killed. And I look over, and Darth Vader comes out of the bathroom. It was when that mask was really big, and it had like a Darth Vader just shit in my room. And I said, "Oh my God!" He goes, Pachetti goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had a cheesesteak." I said, "Wait a minute, you're not going to tell me you're my father?"
Holy shit.
That's how I found out about sleep apnea.
Oh, buddy. But yeah, no, it's a serious thing. It totally screws your day up. No energy, no.
Well, you sleep during the day?
Buddy, lately, I have, since I stopped working.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's go over the resume. Okay. Three kids, the wife who thinks I'm a loser. 3 kids, wife who thinks I'm a loser, and sleep apnea, 40 years old, not working. That's behind curtain number 3, Alex. Not working. Insanely fat. Okay. Why are you not working? What did you do?
All right, so listen, buddy. For about 10 years, I was in the window coverings business,
You were
selling
what?
shutters and blinds.
Window coverage.
Selling window coverage, selling shutters and blinds. You know, like for your home.
You know, I got a feeling when you do comedy, you're going to be the ear coverage. Ear covering. Did your wife ask you if you're in that business after sex? Can we cover the windows?
I first met my wife. I have my own business, pretty successful, making pretty decent money.
Whatever.
About $100,000 a year.
How much?
About $100,000 a year. Well,
that'll get you a lot with 3 kids. With 3 kids, that's like go to 1 movie a year.
Well, I had no kids then.
Go to 1 movie and half a Philly game.
But you know, the economy came bad in 2007. Everything went to shit.
Of course, the economy.
And then I just went back and forth for different sales jobs, selling cars, selling furniture, different stuff.
You know what you do? Sell kids. So now, buddy, it's just always been a dream of mine to be a stand-up, but I just never really. Well, I got to tell you,
it's
very difficult.
Buddy. I'm not afraid. I have no fear.
Well, you're 40. Get on stage then.
I'm going to go do it. But
when are you doing that? Like tonight? You should be my help. I just told you, go on stage. What do you want me to do? Drive you?
But I need to come. I need to come and do 5 minutes for you or something.
Where do you want to do that?
Well, we're going to come to New York. My wife.
Tyson, let me explain something to you, buddy. Let me say something. This phone call, when you picked up the phone and Dan said Artie wants to talk to you, that already was 4 million times more than anybody did for me. Already, okay. This conversation, do you think I ever talked to Seinfeld or Kinison? No. Do you think I called Sam Kinison up and said, "Listen, Sam, I know you're fucking 2 hot chicks and you got a coke problem and you got to be at Rascals and you're drunk and you fell off stage and you have to write a new bit. Now, can I do 5 minutes for you, Sam? Can I come to you? No, I'll do it because I'm me and I'm a sucker. But, dude, What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen?
Well,
you have to be funny. I can't make you funny. You have to be funny. Even if you're funny, nothing's going to happen.
No, Bud, what do you mean nothing's going to? You're saying it's impossible for a 40-year-old.
I'm saying you're going to die alone.
Start making money. You're saying what?
I'm saying you're going to die. You're probably going to die alone. It's going to be very sad. I mean, no one. Who's going to look at you? You're already 5 years behind the 8 ball. What do you think you are? Fucking Elvis Presley of comedy? You're going to stroll into New York with sleep apnea, 40 years old with 3 kids, and go, hey, when's my spot on the Tonight Show, Fallon? I make everything look so easy. Do you know how hard it is to do what I've done? It's insanely hard. You'd have a better shot at being a U.S. Senator than do what I did. I fell asleep on heroin during Kathy Griffin's Emmy speech.
Artie, Artie, I know
Is your wife on the phone? Your wife's
right
on the
here beside.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
going. She keeps going. Oh my
me
God! I
up.
can hear the disgust.
I woke her up.
Sorry, sweetie.
Woke me up. It's okay.
Yeah. You woke up. Did you wake you up when he talks to any of his loser friends?
No, not at all.
Why do you think I'm such a loser, sweetie? Why am I such a loser? Because I own a satin black jacket from Spanky's strip club. All right, guys. Listen, you seem like a great couple. Man, do you work? What's your wife's name?
Aaron.
What's her name?
Aaron.
Aaron, like Hank Aaron. Do you work, sweetie?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's going to be the situation for the rest of your life. You know that. What do you do?
I'm a hairdresser.
You're a hairdresser. Okay, listen, guys. I don't know how to make this positive.
And you're in badly need of a hair.
I am. I know, but I don't know how to make this positive. I don't know how to say what's going to happen. Like, hopefully, one of your kids. Can your kids run a? Do you have any black in your blood at all? Like, can the kids run a fast 40?
No, my son can throw a baseball pretty good though. He's 5 years old.
Okay. I'm hyperventilating. We're in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
How much money do you have to your name?
Okay, Artie, if you want to be honest, buddy, I just got my income tax back.
Right.
$3,000.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Find a bet on the board that's 4 million to 1.
Oh yeah.
No, is that all you have to your name? You have $3,000 to your name?
Yeah, Artie, I'm a degenerate gambler too, buddy.
Oh my God!
And we have a winner.
Oh my God!
Aaron, where are your parents, Aaron?
Artie, I play poker. This is what I do to make money right now. I play poker and I bet on sports.
Right. Okay, let me ask you something. Clearly, one of your children is chained to a bookie's kitchen table right now. Which one of your oldest children is chained to the bookie's basement?
No, buddy. It's not a bookie. It's
well, okay, let me ask you something, Tyson. You won me over. Tell your wife to make some coffee. We're going to be on a long time. Now listen, I'm not making coffee for that fat loser. Okay, where do you want to do this 5 minutes? Where do you see? Do you want to do 5 minutes for me? Like and me give you notes?
Yeah, buddy. I want to.
Well, where do you see this doing? Do I have to fly to you? What's happening here?
No. Well, no. Here's the thing. Are you ever coming to Vegas to do some comedy?
Not now. Listen, Aaron. We have a very. He has to come here to do the 5 minutes. You somehow have to get him by the sports book at the Mirage with $3,000 on it. Before the high school lacrosse scores lines come out, you have to get him by the fucking Mirage.
Buddy,
Get him by the. Is there a plane by the dog track?
Artie, I got bets going right now on women's tennis.
Well, that's amazing. So you know what that's called? Bad tennis. Women's tennis is also called awful tennis. So now, what are you politically correct with your comedy?
No, buddy. I would say not so much. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of cursing involved.
No, that cursing's not. I mean, do you say like the N word? Do you say the anti-women?
Oh no, I don't say nigger a lot. No.
Only when you have a bet on a basketball game.
Do I what?
Only when you have a bet on a basketball game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And some nigger misses a 3-pointer.
When I'm yelling at Kevin Durant.
All right, listen. Well, you have to go to a hospital to do that.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. Listen, I want to help you, but where are we going to do this? You're actually the 4,000th person on my list. I have to. So where do you want to do this 5 minutes? I'm Vegas. I mean, I might come. I'm sure I'm going to be in Vegas within the next year. Absolutely, within 6 months or to a year.
Right. Okay.
So you just want to white knuckle it till then?
Well, here's the thing, buddy. I mean, I can come to New York any time, probably.
All right, well, come tomorrow.
Yeah. Probably not.
A train ticket is $3,000.
So you'll pay me $3,000 to come?
No. A train ticket is $3,000. I'm not paying you. The U.S. government just bought you a train ticket.
You're having kids, 1,000 kids.
See, that's what we're leading to. Can you believe he wants money from me? He wants money from me.
No,
what do you see happening? You making me laugh and I let you open for me or something? You know what that means? Joe Matarese will be homeless tomorrow. Explaining a joke to a woman. Why is that funny? Why is that funny? She's a comedian too. I'm just wasting your time. He got lucky, that fat fuck at the lottery. We should have thought. All right. How are your kids doing right now? What do they do? Do they have sleep apnea as well?
No, my kids, buddy, it's 2 a.m. My kids
Are they asleep?
They're in the next room asleep.
Right. Of course. All right. Calm down. You're a good mother, Aaron. Shut up. You should be asleep right now.
Should we let our kids stay up to listen to you?
And you know what? The kids. Actually, you know what I hear? It sounds like your kid needs Adderall. Would you ever do that? Don't do that to those poor children. Don't give them Adderall. If they're not focused and they seem depressed in school, it's because Tyson's their father. It's not because Aaron, you sound like a lovely woman. What happened? Why did you? Like, what'd you say?
I get that often.
I know. Like, what do you hate yourself or something? Like,
no, buddy, she's been with me for 10 years, and any other woman would have been gone after 2 years.
I'd say, yeah, 2 years. I'd say after 30 seconds. Do you have like 6 toes on one foot or something?
No, but I'm just. But I mean, you should look at me. But I'm an incredibly good-looking guy. So.
You said you're fat.
It doesn't matter if I'm fat.
Oh wait, you said your wife's fat.
I'm like Benji, buddy.
You're like Benji. What do you think? That's going to make doors fly open?
Great eyes and a great cock.
Yeah. Well, listen. Benji's been a writer on the biggest radio show of all time. I think it's clear. He was there before me, so I'm going to say 18 years. Right now, he clears $30,000 a year.
Oh, God.
He's blotchy. He's very, very weird, and quite frankly, he smells like provolone.
I'm sure he does.
So if Benji is the goal here, I mean,
hope to God he makes more than $30,000 a year.
Well, I think he clears that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Howard gets all the cash there.
I never get the money, believe me, buddy. I know that.
Well, I would, if you come here first, I'll watch the 5 minutes. I'll get you a spot at the club. If I come here first, you can open for me in Vegas.
Holy shit, Artie, that would be incredible, dude.
All right. All right, listen. So just get ready. Now we have to do stand up at least one time before you open in Vegas. Where do you have any places you could do it?
Well, I think there's open mics somewhere in Vegas, probably.
Every 10 feet.
What?
Every 10 feet, there's Tyson. He's already done a lot of research.
Actually, but Artie, I don't really know in Vegas if there really is.
Then why don't you fucking quit? Never do comedy, then, dude. What do you want? There's open mics every 2 seconds. Every 2 feet, there's an open mic in Vegas, Tyson. This is so depressing. This conversation. Oh, Madonna, me. You know what else is every 2 feet? Hair salons where your wife will work.
Yeah, there is.
Can you get him a job as a hair sweeper?
My 5-year-old son just walked in the room.
Yeah, and I really hope he doesn't have a perception of life yet. What happened? Is he okay? Is the kid okay? Let me talk to him.
No. He's hearing our conversation.
Oh, let me talk to him. Put me on speaker.
Come here, Jack.
Hey, buddy. What's the kid's name?
Come here, Jackson.
Jackson?
Okay. Say hi to Artie. Say hi, Artie.
Hey, Jackson. Hi. How are you, buddy?
Say hi.
Hi.
Jackson, where's the nearest door? Do you know how to unlock? Do you know how to unlock the door, Jackson? Do you know how to yell? Do you know how to yell, please?
This is Artie. Remember Artie, the guy who sent me a book?
Yeah, Jackson. Is that Daddy's one book?
Yeah.
Jackson, you know who else is named Jackson? Baba Booey's son is named Jackson. Yeah.
Is it really?
It is Jackson and Lucas. Yeah, so you're in good hands.
Yeah.
But Jackson, can you hear me?
Jackson, can you hear Artie?
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds like a good kid. Jackson, listen, can you tell your father what the line is on the Clipper game?
Artie, remember we talked? Artie, we talked about the Patriots, and I did bet the Patriots. I listened to you.
Tyson, I don't remember. Wait a minute. Me and you talked about the Patriots once on the air? No? Yeah, I remember that.
We talked 2 days when you gave your landline.
Right.
We talked about the Patriots. You told me definitely they're going to win because Tom Brady's like God, blah, blah, blah.
I totally remember that.
So, yeah, I bet the Patriots.
That was great, man. That was great. Dan, how often do I talk about that conversation?
All the time.
Every time I go, remember when Tyson talked about the Patriots?
We got to call him on his birthday.
I know. We said we have to call him on his birthday. You are so lucky I got a good blow tonight, buddy.
I hope that's not.
All right, listen, Jackson. Tell Jackson to get some sleep. Because Uncle Apney is coming.
No, Artie,
You sound like such a sweet family. You really do. You really do. It sounds so nice over there. But the only thing is the father. That's the one bad thing. Now, Aaron, is he definitely the father of all three kids?
Oh God.
Definitely is.
There's no Latin guy named Raul at the salon.
No. We lived in Arizona for a year. We had a pool guy, but it definitely wasn't him.
You weren't in Viking withdrawal, and the brothers had some Viking. I love you two guys. Everything I can think to say is negative, and it'll ruin your day. So I'm gonna say to you, I'm gonna give you my personal cell number. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I've been asking for forever.
All right, calm the fuck down. I'm gonna give it to Jackson. If you can remember it, you got it. Now, ready? I have to go to bed. You ready for my number? It's my personal cell number.
All right, Artie.
Okay, I want to ask you to use your instincts now. Okay, Aaron, if he comes to you in an hour and says, "Do you think I should text Artie just to say thanks and to say, can you call me back about one other thing?" What advice are you going to give him, Aaron?
I'm going to tell him it's a 3-day rule, like dating, you know.
A 3-week rule, right? You're right. It's a 3-year rule. All right, we'll cut this out. Remember to cut my phone number out. Okay, ready? Oh, here we go. 201. You ready? Okay, the next time I hear your voice, I want 20 minutes of good material to come out. Right?
All right, buddy.
In all seriousness, I love you for being a fan, buddy, and I'll help you as much as I can. Aaron, you're a sweetheart. I love you. Get some sleep. Tell Jackson to get the other kids together and move. Tell Jackson Uncle Artie wants to teach him how to pronounce the word shelter. If Jackson can get to me on a bus, I'll take care of him financially till the 8th grade. All right, guys, that's honestly my number. I love you for being fans. Happy birthday, buddy, and we'll talk, okay?
All right, Artie. Thanks, buddy. Love you.
All right, Aaron. Be well. And Aaron, please don't badmouth me again. Bye-bye. Take care. Wow. Everything I would think to say. Okay, let's have a serious conversation. Listen to the lack of reality.
I know.
Listen to the lack of self-awareness that's out there. He is clearly not a funny person. Okay. If we stand on the line for 4 years, he wouldn't make you laugh. His cousins probably go at barbecues because they feel bad for him. You're funny. What about that, Tyson? To get him out of their face. Yeah, I'm eating coleslaw right now. You're funny, without question. Okay, he's 40 years old. 40 years old. He hasn't worked in 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Just got his income tax is $3,000 back. That means he makes $4,000. Okay, the poor wife. Where do they find these women? I can't get a broad to make me a sandwich. She's staying with him. She's living with an overweight, out-of-work, degenerate gambler outside of Vegas with 3 kids and a fucking job in a hair salon. I can't get a chick to buy me shoes. 3 broads I live with in this apartment. Danny, without question, is the 4th one.
Oh God.
I just don't even know. He just said to me, "Hey, is anybody ever funny the first time they get on stage?" What? He thinks he's gonna be the guy. He thinks he's gonna be the guy. He's 40. If it would, oh my God! This is like the show Crashing. This is Crashing.
Yeah.
Imagine if Pete were that guy. What would I say to him? The pizzeria scene was tame. The pizzeria scene, I'd go, dude, get the fuck out of town. I know a guy who would pay you $1,500 to kill a guy. I do. There's always somebody who wants somebody killed. Always. Go down to the port. You say to him, look, how would your life be if that lawyer just wasn't around? There are fucking guys who are different colors than me and Danny who will do it for $200.
Oh, jeez.
I almost forgot I was on I almost talked like a person. I almost talked like I talked to... Guys, listen, it's over. I'm struggling. I have a podcast I love doing that technically has an income. I have a 3rd book coming out. The first 2 were bestsellers. I'm a regular on an HBO show with Judd Apatow. And I'm miserable. Not happy. Walking around a penthouse apartment. Best view in New York City. I don't want to wake up. You can laugh, Dan. I'm kidding around here a little bit.
I can't believe that he didn't know if there were open mics. That's the line that got me.
Yeah.
What?
Artie, they know Mike's Las Vegas. You sound stupid. You sound like a moron.
I would have been researching that for months.
I would have
for
checked his
years.
IQ for months. Research, Dan, research. What do you think you need? The fucking the Carper Collins Research Department? Throw a rock. You'll either hit a casino, a heroin addict, a crystal meth woman, or an open mic. There's a chance you might hit all four. Shuli on the fucking Stern Show. He's from Vegas. You think the Stern Show will call him back? The show he pays $13 a month for probably steals ours. Fuck you. The wife of Howard's successful. I'd love to meet him. Right up your ass. I had to fucking call him, right? Hyperventilating. I'm hyperventilating. I don't know what to say to him. That phone call really set me off. But that's why you should watch the show Crashing. This could not be more perfect. This is an hour promo for Crashing.
Yes.
They're all saying it. Every one of them. Artie's great on Crashing. I'll be dead in a year.
Oh, don't say that.
Who cares? All right, take care, Bushy.
The Artie Lang Uncensored Podcast.
He goes, that's great, and then you can't get him around. He's a lazy white trash bastard.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Charter. Welcome back, Charter.
And I know that we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. You don't want to learn with the blacks. Welcome back. Your classroom will be all white. Oh, yeah, you can't learn anything with blacks around. Puerto Ricans and other minorities abound. You can't take it. You can't take it. When they make it all blacks and not enough whites. Oh, yeah, it's time to come back to a private school in some. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? Yeah, where they take it? Yeah, where they take it? Well, we need you a lot, 'cause there's so many Puerto Ricans in this spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. No more blacks. 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 Welcome back. Welcome back, Charlie.